It is 9:27 p.m. and I'm about to do a phone deal. I'm about to actually go to a nearby shopping plaza and I'm about to sell this iPhone 14 128 unlocked device. Now, this phone I factory reset, made sure that I have it ready. I'll show you guys even how I package phones when I'm meeting with people, but I wanted to show you that you could close deals fast with OfferUp. So what I'm going to actually do is I'm going to show you guys exactly how we got this done. Now, this is an unlocked iPhone 14. So on OfferUp, I listed it as such. I took pictures. I took a picture of the back, picture of the front. I took a picture of just the screen because it do have just a few little scratches on the device. And then I said the battery percentage, which is 86%. Now, speaking of battery percentage, you want your battery percentage, especially if you're trying to sell phones quick, to be 85 or higher. If a device is 85 or higher, that is a device that is worth buying. And especially since this is locked, I know it has some value. But why did I sell it for $220? I'll explain. The next thing that I did was I put the IMEI directly on the post. So if you're somebody trying to get a phone sold quick, stop hiding the IMEI. Nobody's going to hack your IMEI. This is your device. You have full control of it no matter what, okay? The IMEI of this device was on the back of the box before you even got it. So if somebody was going to hack the IMEI, all they would have to do is look at the back of the box and literally hack it. All they have to do is look literally right here while they were shipping the package or the phone, and they could take that IMEI and do whatever and hack it, right? That's not how phones work. It's just like a car VIN number, right? It's an identification number. Now, what I did was I made sure I listed this for $275. Why didn't I list it for $400 or $300? Well, it's because when I'm trying to list and sell phones, I mean business, and I'm trying to get it done quickly. It's either me trying to recoup some money that I spent, or it is me trying to just make as much profit as possible. As every day passes, this phone loses value. As every day passes, the devices that we're trying to sell lose value, especially phones like the iPhone 17 Pro Max. Okay, so the way I do is I make sure I give a realistic price. If I looked on a price list right now, these are going for a buyer for around $140 to $150. There's no way I'm selling it to a buyer. This phone means more to me than $140. Hence why I'm selling it to a consumer. Okay, now what did I do with the description? I just said this phone has rarely been taken out of the store. This is a grade B device, light scratches on screen, unlocked for all carriers. And I don't hide anything. I let them know the grade, and a grade B is typically what you will see with any device. It's going to be a device with some light scratches, nothing too crazy, nothing too major. It's all about being honest, and being honest will always get you the sales that you're looking for. I then made sure I set this device up, then reset it. The reason I reset it was because I like for customers, when they get the device, for them to know this device is sort of kind of brand new, right? A brand new feeling, but also we can set it up together if he needs. I have a hotspot on my phone, or he could just hit this arrow right here, look at the IMEI. The IMEI tells him everything he needs. Now, another thing was I got some offers, and with the offers that I got, I handled these a certain way. And I'll explain. So we had this first person. The first person said, I would like to buy your unlocked iPhone 14 for $200. I already set this is my lowest price, and it was already $250. I priced the device at $275 because I knew for a fact that people would try to lowball me, but I didn't want them to lowball me too much, nor did I want to create a false expectation, have people feel like they'll be reaching for the stars, giving me offers. I wanted to do a fair median offer. So I said 240 is my lowest. He said, okay. I never responded. I didn't beg. I didn't try to negotiate. And these are all buyers that have more than one review. So that's good. Okay, this person has 355 reviews. He said he'll buy it for 150. I just didn't respond. I didn't say, you stupid idiot, don't do this. No, I just didn't respond. Okay, and then it was this guy who said, what is the storage capacity? Which is always good. When people ask you buyers questions like, is this locked? What's the storage capacity? What's the battery percentage? These are all questions that buyers ask, and I'm more than happy to answer these questions, okay? So that's what I did. I answered the question. I said it's 128. I didn't try to overextend or just try to hide any information. I just told him. He said, I would like to buy it for 220. I said, we can do that. Now, notice how I said my price was 240 to the other guy, right? Why did I come down $20? Because I already made in my head what is the word? I already in my head decided that I was going to meet the person closest to me. So I would not need to pay or be compensated for gas. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna just take $20 off if I get that, right? I'm looking for the closest offer. So he said 220. I said, we can do that. He said, okay, let me know where to pick it up. That was a good one. Realized though, when he gave me the offer, I said, we can do that. And I left the ball in his court. Why did I do that? Well, I did it because I never want to seem too desperate to make people sketchy. And I also never want to seem too desperate to where people feel like I'm going to come to them. So I just said, we can do that. So I sent him an address. Then he says, he's basically an Ambler, PA, an hour away. I'm working this weekend, but we'll let you know when I can pick it up. Now I'm about to lose the sale. Now this happens frequently when people are trying to get you to come to them, or when people just are not really they're curious, but they're not sure if you're a scammer. They're not sure if you're a bad person. They're not sure if it's worth actually reaching out and going to you. So what I did was something a lot of people sleep on. I just was agreeable and nice and kind and just had great customer service, right? What I did was I simply said, just let me know or we can meet up halfway. I understand. And that's it, right? Now, I did have an olive branch saying I would meet him halfway, knowing I wasn't going to. But I wanted to pull his card and show that I was someone that was worth working with. I'm someone that you can trust and work. Just by my response, I think that made him feel a little bit more safe, okay? And then he says, on my way to you by 9:35, okay? So he should be on his way, and hopefully me and him can meet up. It is actually 9:36, so I'm going to actually go ahead and try to go to the meetup zone and hopefully meet him so I can sell this device. Okay, so before I go, this is how I package these devices. So I already went and wiped this device down. I usually use a microfiber cloth to wipe these down. Then what I'll do is I'll just turn this off. Now, as you see, it's completely at the network part. I'll back it all the way out now and then put it right here. I'll then go and turn it off. Okay, now turning this off, we're going to try to make sure that the customer gets the full experience. Mind you, there may be a thing where he wants us to set it up in front of him. Now, since it's dark, I probably won't do that, but I do this either way. If I have to pull it out and show him, he sees that the phone was taken care of. Okay, this makes people trust you more. Okay, so I put it in some bubble wrap, and then I'm gonna put it right in here. Okay. Now, you have to be careful when you are packaging your phones like this. Never hand over the envelope to anybody. No, just hold on to it. Your goal is to take the phone out of the envelope yourself, out of the bubble wrap, and present it to him. Don't give it to the person until they pay, obviously, right? But this shows them the phone was in good hands. Also, it avoids any phone from dropping when you are at the meetup point. All right, so now I'm outside the house. I am currently on my way to meet with the guy. I didn't know when he was pulling up. He ended up hitting me up. I contacted him about 2 times asking him, you know, when he was coming, and he never responded and never looked at it. And then all of a sudden, he just responded and said, I'm here. So, yeah, I guess we are just going to meet up with him. It is late. It's 9:56. Now, this is not something I advise for people to do. Like, and you guys know me. I'm very transparent about this. I don't recommend you meeting people this late. This is something that I do when I'm just on grind mode, bro. Like, I'm on just grinding, but it's dangerous. especially where this person is trying to meet, which is not bad, right? It's just interesting the place this guy chose in the plaza was a place where it's physically closed. You just got to be able to watch, know your surroundings, know where the cameras are. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try to film as much as I can. I'm probably not gonna film you know, me and him doing the transaction. I'm gonna try, but you still gotta keep in count. I gotta look at my safety, and we're gonna make sure we do that. So just pulled up. I believe that's him right here. So let's see,
Looks like white in the picture.
What?
No iCloud on it?
No
Okay.
iCloud.
And it's unlocked?
It's unlocked, yep.
Okay.
So that's why I had provided that IMEI for you.
Okay.
Yep, unlocked. And I have my store on 1444 South Broad Street. So if you ever have any issues, come over.
Oh,
Yeah, I'll text that to you.
I'm actually shipping it. I'm sending it to
Oh,
my
okay,
daughter.
okay.
So, do you do Cash App or Zelle?
We can do Cash App. Yeah.
Wow, this cold is bad. Ooh.
220, yes sir. All right. Here you are. You want me to?
Can I use this?
Yeah. Let me. Whew. All right, that deal is done. That deal is done. Very quick, simple, and it was in front of a 5 and Below, which is closed. I didn't know it'd be some cars here though, so that made me feel more comfortable. All right, we got the money, but I'm not gonna lie. I wish he did cash. He didn't tell me that he was going to do. He didn't tell me he was going to do Cash App. I don't really take Cash App. I should have did Zelle, but it's all right. I'll take that. It's whatever. Okay, back in the house. So that was a good deal. Older gentleman. I'm blessed that it was an older man. Honestly. Again, you want to make sure your environment is safe, but also when you're selling phones like that, I think again, but I was trying to like multitask, while also again making sure my safety is my first priority. But the fact that I had it in the bubble wrap in the envelope, he didn't even want to turn the phone on. He felt as if, from what I see, he felt like the device was good and straight and he didn't need to. And that's the type of presentation you want to have. That's just a trick for you guys to literally see, like, you can get sales really, really quick on OfferUp. You just have to maintain integrity. Understand that, hey, yo, I'm not going to overprice, but I'm also not going to underprice. Set a ceiling price where you are not moving from, or if you are going to move from it, it needs to be a justified reason. And for me, that was $240. I know that an iPhone 14 unlocked is not worth $300. It's not worth $350. It's not worth $200. Worth $240 to me, right? But I came down. The guy drove 1 hour away. I had to drive a whole another hour back, so it made sense. Now I will say one thing I forgot to mention was if they do Cash App, make sure that they pay a $5 fee. If they say, hey, well, I would like to do Cash App, well, if you do Cash App, that's going to be an extra $5 to $10 just to make do for the freaking expense that Cash App charges or takes away from you. Other than that, man, it's all good. I'm definitely satisfied with that. I'm going to now finish selling the rest of the phones, but this is like a everyday thing for me, just trying to just close out on any deal as fast as possible. No, every phone doesn't sell immediately, but when you are clear, you show people the IMEIs, the right expectations, it sort of kind of gives you a way to reach the right people. If you guys want to see how I made over $400 profit with one device, make sure you guys click the video that's on this screen. I can't believe I came up with this amazing profit, and this is exactly how I did it. Definitely check it out. And if you guys like videos like this, make sure you guys go ahead and like this video and also subscribe, as I have way more coming. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.